panel's talking about here. We're going to ourselves the off-lane Ogre. One of these heroes, everyone always tries to make work core because they just want that Midas. So here we go again, you know.
Wind Ranger, Thrachio, gotta run away. He's gonna be okay. Lots of heroes mid. You know, it's interesting because to me, Celery also managed to get a pretty sneaky ward down over on the cliff over there. So he's gonna have good vision. When I was looking at the draft, I was like, man, this Liquid draft looks scary. The lanes are good. You got Monkey King with like Oracle going up against the Doom. How's he gonna be able to get to Vanguard? Like all these sort of things that look scary. But then at the end, it was the Wind Ranger. It's like, well, what kind of offlaner do you want? And we saw how long Zai took to pick it. What do you think he saw in the Ogre that made him want to get it? What's the sort of benefit of this hero?
I think if you consider most of the Crimson Guard heroes, they're like kind of stocky, low range a lot of the time, not that annoying in lane. And Ogre, I mean, hey, this guy, he's all strength, right? So those Crimson bonuses, pretty nice on this hero. Ogre can really combo well with techies, and he just has a bunch of just annoying damage over time that is not completely independent of Windrun. Like,
okay,
what's Windrun gonna do? Ooh, nice D word though, right away here from Celery and Duraccio. Be disappointing there for Liquid. But yeah, Ogre's techies looks pretty annoying to deal with here. I'll be curious to see how Celery plays the lane, because as a bounty hunter, like a lot of your harassment is just in your face, and you're dealing with blast off plus Ogre spells. So a little bit frightening to me, I'd say.
I'm with you there. And of course, this mid lane matchup, one to definitely watch. And, you know, I got to watch an interview that Quinn did recently. He was on the We Say Things podcast. Shout out Suns fan Syndrin. But he was talking a lot about how previously he sort of had felt afraid of going up against mid laners, and the one that he kept on talking about was Nisha. And then after sort of the results at the majors, he's finally feeling like, I'm not afraid of this guy anymore. He's just a human like everybody else, except he's just like really good at Dota. And so now, you know, it's cool to see him come on here. We'll see if he can maintain that level of dominance that he's been having all season long.
Okay, well, he can say he's not scared, but, you know, then he picks Pango, so, you know, I'm just saying. Yeah.
That's fair.
Pango is the, you know, it's like the Johns of the laning stage. Not you, John, as in Johnson excuses. Because no matter what happens in the lane, the Pango players will always just say the same thing. They'll just be like, oh, you know, whatever. It's just like, you know, it's Pango in lane, so it's like, you know, I'm playing for the mid game.
Right,
So,
exactly.
yeah, this is good. This is like picking a low tier. You always have excuses.
Fair. I like that. That's, you know, that's what you did for a long time.
That's right.
Smash.
Yeah, then I was like, you know what, guys? I'm just playing Fox. It's like, whoa. That was a great idea, by the way.
Yeah, and so, go ahead real quickly, because I have...
Well, I was going to say, I am still surprised he took Pango over Void Spirit. After everything we've seen, I mean, come on. Like, this hero, I feel like he's making a statement by picking Pango in some ways here, because Void Spirit obviously just looking so ridiculous every single time we see him. So, Quinn, though, just wants to show that all that practice on the Pango, and like they were mentioning on the panel there, maybe just one more major playing Pango.
It's the honorable thing to do to not pick Void Spirit, I think. But then to pick Pango, you're right, is a little bit less honorable. So, you know, having an honor battle there. No kills so far after the 2-minute mark. And I'm a little bit surprised. I thought with how much aggression they had the potential to have with this Monkey King Oracle lane, they might be able to do something. But again, I guess Doom just too big and fat of a hero to even be able to really knock out at these early levels.
He's big-boned.
That's fair.
Yeah, all right. You know, he's got a wide frame. Look at that stance, you know?
That's true.
He's got a whole Doom of Eternity to lord over. I don't know. I think he's Satan. I'm pretty sure. He must be a busy guy in between Dota matches, you know? Doesn't he have to, like, take care of that whole underworld place or something?
I think you're mixing up Lucifer and Hades.
Well, isn't that kind of what he's doing?
Celery goes down. Foxy manages to come on in for the finish. So, a first blood. You talked about how dangerous it could be, this sort of, you know, bounty hunter. What are you supposed to do against a big ogre? Is Tofu gets brought down by Insania. Oracle very strong.
Yeah, these supports not having a fun time on the side of GG. It's just... like, what are you going to do with Celery, right? Like, you finally get Janata on level 2, and it's like, well, who? Like, who do I want to hit? I hit one of these guys, I'm just dead. Especially, like, once there's a Vanguard up 2 there for Zai, then that can create an opportunity for rotations. Then maybe you get a little bit of lane bleed here. from Boxy. He might rotate through. It doesn't need to rotate anyone there. He's just blasting off right in the face of Duraccio. They also don't really have great kill threat either. I guess they are. Oh, he's level 3, but he's 1-1-1 on Wind Ranger, so the damage is still pretty low as well.
Unlucky there. Nisha missing one of those last hits. Yeah, it's true. The 1-1-1 build does sort of leave something to be desired a bit. I think, you know, the way that the panel was talking about the way Gaimin Gladiators wanted to kind of play also was to just play super high tempo around this bounty hunter, making things happen in the mid game. But if you lose a bunch of lanes, it very quickly is going to not be able to work that way. So gonna need to make sure they secure those wisdom runes and come out of the laning stage a little bit better than it's looking right now, as they're completely bullied off the wave up top.
Really, yeah, on top and on bottom in some ways. Like, they have to wait till it's like coming under the tower, but there is that mobility now coming out here from Box. He's gonna go down that bottom rune, taking advantage of the fact this Ogre is almost into Vanguard already, and secures one water rune. Nisha grabs the other. So Quinn gonna be annoyed here, and his supports have fed once. They might need to do it again because he's gonna want some bottle help.
It's the regen on that one. Well, up top they're already making a bit of a go. Mickey, he might be the one that's gonna do a bottle refill if he's not careful.
Dive.
Oh, he thought
go for the kill.
He's thinking about it. That dive is ready. He missed on the spirit, so won't make the move for Mickey. So, again, lanes on the sides going well for Liquid. Not a huge discrepancy, but going pretty well.
Yeah, but we haven't talked about mid, and Storm doing great so far. Nisha, you know, saying you should be scared. 28-6, doing fantastic. It's a serious gold lead right now, but like 500 as his wave is coming under the tower. So Nisha set up here, and that's Quinn pulling the wave to get a little bit of space is why that's happening right now, because he's not getting that bottle refill. He's having to do some underhanded tactics here. Doesn't want to play the lane straight up. Doesn't want to play an honest game of Dota, like most Pango pickers.
Ace trying to come in there and take that courier away. Couldn't quite connect onto it, but he's basically just cutting the wave right now. That 5-minute mark, so he can immediately draw aggro. As Celery, he's going to run back, pick up his courier, but Ace up top getting chased down by Mickey. Counts to 4, has the Boundless Strike ready, a couple more hits, and Ace, he might be in trouble, goes down to the Monkey King.
And as he's killing the Doom, the Ogre is picking up the Vanguard, you know. Right. Lane's looking all right here for Liquid. Celery forced to run to the mid lane. Go somewhere where he can do a bit of bullying, since bottom lane it's not really much of an option. Boxy, though, making a TP mid.
So, Trent, is it a good sign or a bad sign when your bounty hunter has 3 blood grenades at 6 minutes? I'm unsure.
That's a good question. I'm going to go with a bad sign.
Yeah.
You know, it looks great, though, with the 864 max HP.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty effective item, definitely.
Maybe he should just get some more.
Sure. Gotta wait for them to replenish, though.
Yeah, you know, over time, eventually, maybe this is the new strategy.
Wait, they have a limit, though, on stack. I think the stack limit's like 3 or something.
It is, but then you just get another slot.
Oh, okay.
So you just, you know, you ditch a branch for 3 more, and
okay.
Onwards and upwards. Celery trying to find impact right now. He might... Oh, I thought he might get it, but there's no couriers. He's trying to get to that wisdom rune. I think...
Ooh.
No, Boxy gets there in time.
Although, he does have the invis, so who's going to get who? The scan, so he knows.
Surely Boxy
right
blast offs. Yeah, he'll blast off on top. 100%.
And meanwhile, on the other side, I think... Does that mean that they get both? Jumps in, double... Oh, wisdom rune for Tofu. Well done. Tofu, that's huge that Tofu got that one.
Yeah, he moved in nice and early. Insane to try to do it a similar timing, but couldn't quite get there. So good coverage there from Boxy with the blast off play. Very frustrating. Now Celery can just sit here and wait for a courier. That's the only impact he can have in this game right now, as they're bullying Duraccio. Zai, not on his A game, or at least didn't have the communication there. That, I mean, there's literally nothing else for Celery to do but camp there for your courier. So theoretically could have been scouted out, but he's a little busy harassing Duraccio right now as they take a 3-0 lead alongside those wisdom runes. Feeling good.
Yeah. Ace 6. They're going to go down bottom, try and make a move now onto Duraccio. Still taking some of the slow from Sticky Bomb, but with no more spells on Zai. Can't do much else. But Doom, he's the one that's in some trouble. Boundless Strike, Insania. Let's have another Purifying Flames, but no more Fortune's End. Can't get him.
It's
This
crazy to see.
Oracle, he could be a problem eventually.
Oh, he's a major problem. This is the Oracle player, you know, and Insane been trying to get this hero working for a while. Hero seems pretty strong right now, so he's in a great place. And, you know, bullying Ace so much. I mean, how many games have we seen Ace just completely carry on this Doom? So still something to keep an eye on. See how he's progressing towards his own Midas. Obviously not as happy as the Ogre doing the same. Ace very likely to go down here again.
Another Purifying Flames. That Vanguard actually doesn't have it, excuse me. Just the phase boots and the triple gauntlets, but the windlace, he's able to be pretty fast out of there. Run down, Nisha tries to get in range, the pull is there, and eventually they find the kill. So it took a couple, but they managed to make the move.
And they don't feel confident going for something here. All right, now Quinn wants to try.
Sania, Fate's Edict, keeping him alive through the first salvo, able to dodge one side. Nisha, he's still caught for the moment, but Quinn, he might be in trouble. With the Fortune's End, the route is going to take forever. Boundless Strike, finding Quinn. Is it going to be enough? Yes. Celery throws out one of his blood grenades, but there's nothing really for them to get brought down with here. So Liquid take another resounding victory in this early stage.
And they turn over to Insania, clearly the least valuable of the heroes here, so not too concerned. He believes his wand, but he's not going to waste his Fairy Fire or anything here. We'll go down.
Ow. Well, great start for Liquid. And, I mean, I don't know. I'm wondering where they go from here. Because the other thing is, like, we talked about Oracle in terms of survivability, but that hero also owns Windringer. Spell run, Maker,
yeah, and look what Duracio's doing. Like, Duracio's literally hitting mud golems right now. Like, that's not a good place to be in Dota. Nice taser here. Boxy, no TP, though. So, good realization here from Duracio.
Yep, but tried to go for the shackle. They are going to get the stun. And Duracio going to go down. So it comes at a hell of a cost, losing your carry for that guy. Insania living through to the end, but does finally die to the swash. And the combo from Tofu. So fighting back a little bit now, Gaimin Gladiators.
Yeah, desperately needed stuff here. I mean, your bully dud lane on your carry does stink to go down on the Wind Ranger for sure. She's the lowest of the cores right now and pretty far down there as well. As Ogre's taking her tower and about to purchase Midas. And then when Zai gets that Crimson Guard, which I assume he's getting pretty early in this one, she's just not going to do anything. Her damage is going to be really low. Definitely needs that early Maelstrom this game. Already working towards it, so that bit of magic damage will be helpful. Zai, though, 1,500 HP and a Vanguard. I mean, you're hitting them, Celery, but I don't know. All right, Quinn's here. Is this worth it?
I mean, if they can kill... Oh, my God. Look at Duracio. Just get burned down. Double stack. Roll around from Quinn. Tickling Zai, but eventually tickles will hurt you. Duracio, he's starting to drop. Is it going to be enough in the end to bring down Zai? It will. Duracio surviving on nothing. The tickle monster is finally going to be killed off. I never want to refer to another player like that again in my life. As Quinn is going to swatch to try and get through. Boundless back onto 2. Liquid doing it here as they take down that Pangolier yet again. And Tofu, one last gasp, does have Supernova. Does he think about popping it? Or he's just going to walk away? Getting his distance between them. And yeah, he does manage to escape. I'm very sorry, Duracio, for describing you in that way. Please forgive me.
They did eventually get the kill on Zai, but with Tickle Me Duracio going down, it's just not looking great here once again for Gaimin Gladiators.
I will spit out my coffee, please. Please, Trent. Damn. Arcane Rune gonna spawn up top. Quinn will gladly take that one. As the offlaners running into each other. Everybody talks about how much the Doom is the money-making machine. Maybe the Ogre Midas is the real one.
Oh, it definitely is, right? It's just math. Just more. Just Midas more stuff. Get the strats going. It doesn't matter what position it's in. I actually am not mad when I see Ogre with Midas. Even as 5. Like, get one item, and then, honestly, it's definitely worth it. Like, let's be real, guys. It is crazy how much it does for you. Maybe in this patch with how snowballing things can get, a little bit out of control, maybe it's not the best, but when you get this, it's so powerful. So every single spell, every level feels so good on this hero. Stupendous. And he's like so dumb now that he can't think of other builds anyway because he has no intelligence.
That's true.
It just all adds up.
You're playing the RP when you do it that way.
That's right. For the RP servers, a new one that you can queue into in Dota, where it's all world, so ping doesn't matter, but you must roleplay as your hero the entire time.
I love this. This is what Dota needs, to be honest.
Who would be the worst RP? I guess troll players, because that guy is dick. Those voice lines, yeah, he would definitely be the worst. Could you get reported for ruining a game as troll?
Probably. I think.
Well, not if you're RPing.
Yeah, if you're an actual troll, yeah, it's a little bit harder. I guess if you're like PMA, then you get reported for not being RP.
Exactly. yeah, that's the point. Ooh, all right, maybe April Fools coming up, RP servers? I'd say so.
Rotation
that's a Doom.
coming in.
He does not like this guy.
The rest of the team coming into position, and Duraccio right on top of Zai. Ace is burning down to the Ignite. But the save is going to be there for a moment onto Zai and Sania. They're trying to turn this fight, but the Supernova's already down. Nisha backs away as Zai is going to expire. And Sania also in trouble. Liquid's still willing to take this fight, even though it started kind of disastrously for them. Nisha tries to zip away, but Quinn right on top of him. An early lead was built up for Gaimin Gladiators, but this fight is throwing so much of it away. 4 track kills going the way of Gaimin Gladiators. That was exactly what they needed.
That was so sick. They were holding them too for the tracks, like waiting after the dispels and everything too, just to make sure that they get the track kill there on top of Sania in the end as well, because they know how badly they need this right now. And all that starting with just a simple Doom onto a Techies. Duraccio just showing that, you know what, with the Vanguard, but before Crimson, I still got damage. And able to beat down on Zai when you're left alone for that long. So truly the Doom onto Boxy, very clutch, because he's a lot of their early control in these fights, and he sets up for these easy play-ins for everyone else. So humongous swing at 4-0 here. Duraccio, though, does not want to feed any of this back right now.
Yeah, needs to be careful about that. In pretty far and will get punished. So Nisha able to pick up that kill in combination with Zai. And that is what they're looking for. You know, long cooldown on Doom, long cooldown Supernova. Liquid, they're ready to fight forever.
And Zai, they're getting the multicast on that Midas. Feeling good.
Absolutely. How is Doom doing? He's just going into the Octarine again. Celery has drums, going into the Solar Crest next. It feels like very much Gaimin Gladiators is still in mode farm for a while. Duraccio is definitely going to need to get into that BKB to stay alive in these fights.
Is it legal to not build Pavis?
Ooh.
And, you know, what is this? I didn't even know this was allowed. You can actually change your build to drums. Stunning stuff here.
It's a little bit weird, right? I feel like you should be able to. I don't know. I guess that they want to play more aggro. Pavis is more about saving. They're like, no, we're fighting.
Nah, it's all. There's actually a lot of magic damage too, so it makes sense. It's fine. I'm just joking. I just love the passives of Pavis. Feels so nice on a lot of heroes, but
Right.
Tofu. Ooh, not gonna be the target here. They're gonna try and focus down Quinn.
So much damage coming out from Tofu, and with Quinn in tow, Insania, he's gonna be forced to pop the false promise now. Still taking a lot of damage though. He did get the salve off. It's gonna be 800 HP. Not enough. As Nisha
kind of. Oh yeah, okay.
Does
Surely
go
he
down
gets
too?
out.
Did he kill Tofu? Oh, Supernova at the last second. Although he needs a disarm on Quinn, not going to get it. So they lose the Phoenix nonetheless. Dude, what a scrappy game we got.
Yeah, teams are really brawling out here in the mid lane. Zai was in a little bit of trouble in the mid there as well, but able to back it up. They didn't quite have the full reinforcements to take down this Ogre at this point. So and they will continue to grow their lead a little bit more here on the side of GG, quickly turning things around after that laning stage. As we are pretty much dead even here between these two teams, but really we're just looking at like what those next items are. Kaya Sanj for Nisha, gonna up his potential for just like going in, following up on these plays. And currently, again, pressure on Boxy is what I sort of see right now.
Okay.
You know, like getting those first good blast offs obviously leads to a lot early on. Zai building up the auras. He's going for the pipe first after the Vanguard. Not going right away for the Crimson. I think either's fine. I don't think it makes too much of a difference, honestly, which one you grab first.
Does need to get to both of them, though, because that's just what this patch is.
I
Offlaner
so.
by Aura.
Yeah. I think it just works really well in this hero, too. I mean, honestly, the only downside is you just don't multicast them, right? That's kind of a bummer when you're playing Ogre, but still good. Imagine. He just gets like...
Maybe next patch.
Yeah, next patch.
Stack.
Yeah, exactly. He just like 2x's it. It seems fair. Yeah, it seems good.
I like that. Dude, a 4x pipe. Just have like 1600 magic block. Ooh, ace turn for Nisha. It spawns down bottom. Liquid, do they want to make something happen with this?
Yeah, they haven't had runes for a while. A lot of them are going to Quinn, of course, as the lore dictates. And Storm Spirit very reliant on these runes. So this is a bit of a potential turnaround for Team Liquid here. Is they're going to be needing a smoke or something. Their own vision isn't amazing. You can see they're sort of getting some down here with Insania. There's a scan, though, from the Radiant predicting that they're in this area. And they're sticking pretty close to each other. Tofu just wants to be in range to dive, Glimmer, and potentially Egg right now.
Right. And
Speaking
on
of
top
Glimmer,
of that,
do they have detection? They have it on Insania, but, like, Boxy doesn't have detection. Oh, he doesn't have his backpack. Okay.
yeah, they'll probably swap that in once they pop a smoke or something. For Gaimin, it definitely feels like they're just only fighting as 4 until Duraccio gets this BKB.
Yeah, he would love to get somewhere out of the bottom of the cores.
Right. Been a rough game for the old Wind Ranger core as they head top. Zai, very much a dead guy unless they can get a lot of people here very quickly, and Liquid not interested in doing that.
Oh, unless he's, 4x casting that pipe, he's not surviving.
Right.
I don't think.
He didn't even cast it once, man. What the hell?
It's a lot of mana, This guy's he's not smart, remember?
That's true.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Well,
attack.
nonetheless, as we hit this 19-minute mark, 11 to 11, very even. It started with Liquid looking incredibly strong. Gaimin Gladiators had a really solid fight with a bunch of track kills. And where do you see this next couple of minutes going? Are we going to just get to Tormentor action? Do you think that either team feels more inclined to sort of make fights happen soon?
For me, basically what ended up happening was that they were leading enough that it felt like they could just snowball this game off of Nisha and just run all over the map with the dual mobility of Storm Spirit and Monkey King, and then they faltered, right? They lose a bunch of kills to tracks. Now it's happening again. So I think they're just going to try and stabilize things to get these next big items. As Boxy appears to be surviving this, so they want to try and turn it. Duraccio's out one way, Celery the other. I think the Delta Split's just going to save both right now. Oh, meanwhile, up top, though, there's another battle happening. There's a Doom.
Down, still staying alive with that Fate's Edict and all of the heals coming from Oracle, but Nisha trying to get a little bit of separation. He is going to drop as Quinn runs him down. Zai also goes down to Duraccio, though. That happened back towards mid. So 2 fights happening simultaneously, and in the end, it ends up favoring Gaimin Gladiators a good amount. Interesting.
Yeah, we are spread all over the place here. That had to be the most, depressing zip I've ever seen in my life. Watching Storm Spirit. There's just nothing left in the tank. Ugh. Slight gap, still dead, and now Aghanim Scepter finished up over here. Quinn. What a comeback! This guy's so far behind in the lane, but that one fight up top, all those tracks, everyone being there on time, connecting it all together, really great for them. But here we go. Those big items that we're talking about, trying to restabilize this game for Team Liquid. The Nullifier. All right, well, Duraccio, the BKB, it's close. So we'll have some help against this Oracle, but now dealing with Oracle and the Nullifier at the same time, very hard to continue utilizing your Wind Run to optimal success here.
Right, that's going to be the big thing to watch for. And going into the Aghanim Scepter next, as we take a look at this replay of the fight that happened, this was Zai and Boxy, I think, heading on in and trying to dive to go for the kill. And Duraccio, oh my god, that's so close. That would have been huge if they could have found that finish.
Middle tower has been denied.
Well, not enough there. That's now a 4K lead, and at 22 minutes, we just had the Wisdom Runes. I believe went 1-1. Yeah, Duraccio got one, Boxy got the other. Zip in. They're starting off again on Quinn. There it is.
Down. Wow, that happened so quickly, and now Tofu, he's also gone. So Liquid starting to fire on all cylinders, and with these items, I mean, this is sort of an incredibly strong power spike for them. Ace now further in trouble. Gets pulled back in. The Nullifier slow down. Nisha on top of him. Gaimin Gladiators just don't have answers.
Nope. They just want items, and they're just going to do it again. So we'll just do it live, get the items, fight once more. There was a BKB on that Doom, but there was no opportunity for him to feel safe enough to pop it. Done and dusted there. And now we're probably going to see a bit of a doldrum here from the side of GG as they try and work towards those next items. A doldrum, when there's no wind,
that on air?
you're sailing.
Oh, okay. Got it.
You know, then there's no wind. You're in a doldrum. You're stuck.
That's nice.
Sorry, I was walking by the sea earlier. You know, I was just taking it all in.
Look at this guy walking outside. Unbelievable.
That's what you do when you have kids.
Okay, fair
You do a lot of that.
You don't just lock them in the house. It's not the
No, they're not old enough for Minecraft yet.
okay. Cool.
They yearn for the mines. Boxing.
He's gonna get brought down. The taser not able to save him that time. So Gaimin Gladiators still able to fight back. Did cost them the roll though. So it's a little bit tough for Gaimin Gladiators. And well, down bottom, they make the move. Ace pops BKB, thinks about the doom. There's a TP coming in from Dyrachyo. The rest of the team not really in position yet to chase this. And with Insania nearby, they might just be able to turn Dyrachyo. Power shot.
Wow, calling it off.
They can't do it.
Okay, that's a tough call off there, because like the Doom is on, and you're thinking like, oh, it looks so good, it's so solid, but you don't have the roll. The Penguin's not really ready to fight. Plus, he's just coming right back, and there he is. So Celery, done. Yeah, this nullifier is doing everything right now.
It's super annoying for them to deal with. Absolutely. Really, really good itemization coming out from Mikke in this one. Just Echo Nullifier. I don't know if I've seen that one before.
Yeah, and he's disassembling now. He has the full BKB.
Right.
So, he'll just have his Oblivion staff there as well. And gonna keep up this pressure and probably look towards the Aegis, I would imagine, as their next goal here. Of course, not really the best Roshing team in their current build, so maybe we'll just hunt heroes instead.
Trent, I don't want to be offensive.
Okay.
But I think Zai could have literally picked almost any hero in the offlane, and this core of Liquid is just looking so freaking good around him. I think that the first 4 picks of their draft were super solid.
I will agree. It definitely gave a lot of options for Zai, but I think that the Ogre's done quite a bit this game too, though.
Yeah.
I think its ability to bully in the lane is a little bit tough versus Wind Ranger. I guess a lot of heroes combo well with techies, though, to be fair. But yeah, you're pretty right. You're right. I mean, that's the reason why he can pick Ogre.
Yeah.
They know how to play this really well, especially when they're backed up by an Oracle here. Nisha in the danger zone here, but he also does have that backup still nearby. It's a little bit of Oracle, and it's a whole lot of nullifying Mikke as well. Oh, this is looking like old Dota, but we just sit around these mid waves until someone wants to fight.
Yeah, what the hell? Nobody's gone over to the corners. Where's Roshan,
I know,
guys?
Yeah, I'm so I don't even know how Dota works. Who plays mid anymore?
5. Congregating around Zai, who's been somewhat left behind here. If he shows on this wave, they might think about going on him. Do they decide to make the move? Jump immediately. Ace, he missed the stomp, though. It might not matter. They have so much damage, and yeah, Liquid just going to give Zai up for dead.
Yeah, auras are great when they hit everybody, but on the individual units being focused down by a team like this, you're still in trouble.
Yeah. Well, Liquid still chilling out for the moment, trying to get into, I guess, their next big set of items too. They've got Lincoln Sphere coming out for...
Oh, mine pops on the smoke.
Get him. Get about going. I mean, no Ogre for 22. They still have Doom available with Ace, so maybe feeling confident to take these fights.
They want to find Insania, of course, in this situation, right? There's one less body in the way in this Ogre. Insania's trying to hide in these trees. He does not want to be the first one caught in these fights. And that's always tough for the bounty hunter. So you see he's just like shifting his positioning around everywhere right now, trying to find exactly where they are and try to stay on the other side.
Well, now kind of having an idea, both teams congregating around the Roche pit. Mikke doesn't get caught by those trees, but they're on to Quinn. Backs away. Gets the roll up. Still sitting around here. Oh, this is the weird part. This feels so strange now.
I know this one. This is the lyrical strat. Now they just sit here 3 minutes.
Just chill, you know?
Just chill. So usually Techie's defends the Roach. He's going to trap them in instead. He's just going to start mining the exits.
Foxy.
Oh, he goes in real
jumps
early.
Into the pit, hits 2 there with the stun. Are they going in with anybody else? Zai immediately going to get doomed. And also they find the tree cut onto the Mikke Monkey King, but he lives through it. Tons of damage out from Ace onto Zai. Mikke still surviving through this first salvo. Now, they don't have buyback on Zai to get back into here. And in fact, Liquid starting to lose hero after hero. That shackle connection onto Mikke the turn, but they bring down the egg. Liquid survived through it. Mickey dodging damage barely. He got the life steal, but not quite in time. Nisha turned upon, gets brought down. No heroes from Liquid right now have buyback. Gaimin Gladiators take down 4, and now path to Roche is open.
Too many things just going wrong in that fight. Boxy tries to go in, see what's going on. They were thinking like maybe the Roche was happening faster, so he blasts off. Then nothing really successful off of that. Then they move into the ulti from Mickey, but like you said, gets knocked down in the middle of it, so he's not pumping out all that damage. And the way that they're succeeding in these fights from both teams really is single hero elimination, just like removing one person and taking the numbers from there. The Doom on Zai is frightening when it happens for Ace because you're like, oh, that's a full HP Ogre. Like, dooming him doesn't feel that great. But honestly, when it's a core Ogre and he didn't get either aura off, that was sick. At least he definitely didn't get the pipe off. He might have got the Crimson. Yeah, he got the Crimson, but not the pipe. So, still very helpful. And then he just can't spam spells that entire fight.
And no buybacks. This has been the way that Dire has continuously won these Roche engagements, is through, you know, making that move and being able to buy back, get back into the fight quickly. And Mickey there, one last hit to get him the bound or the Jingu, but couldn't get any hits off to survive through it. Man,
Yeah,
tough
that's
stuff.
a huge point. It's been such a common thing in these games. But not this time. And right there, you can see Quinn feeling confident enough to stay out on the waves because he has the roll-up, so he can just use that and then immediately go into the ulti and the TP. And there's nothing that concerns him on the side of Liquid right now. Tormentor, the next thought here, I would imagine for GG. Dyrachyo was near his own, but can't solo it quite yet. But I feel like some of these shards would be pretty nice to have. But, you know, I mean, you can't really prioritize a Tormentor. They're just kind of something that happens if the map movements are good anyway, like from taking towers and stuff, so... Doesn't look like we're going to get one right now. Going to get a Manta on Dyrachyo, though, as he's been working on that for a long time.
Oh, okay. I guess just low cost taking off Ignites or the Techies, Reactive Taser. There's a lot of annoying things he has to deal with.
Yeah, just a solid item right now as well. Plus, it's, you know, universal heroes.
Right.
They don't mind Manta. Yep.
Ogre and Boxy both have not Gaimin Gladiators, Guardian Greaves queued up. Too many GGs. So we'll see if one of those decides to call it off and maybe go for something else.
I would not mind a Scythe. I mean, that's too greedy, but I feel like Zai will get the gold for it.
Right.
And, you know, it's pretty hype.
Multi-Scythe.
Multi-Scythe.
Freaking love it that when it happens. Oh my god, look at these Lotuses over here by Zai. What the hell? Guys, go draw from the pool. It is full.
Come.
Dude,
But
that's
no.
an indication of how little this game has been played on the side of the map.
It is really funny. Like, how many Twin Gates have we seen? Like, honestly. There's, like, very few. Some sort of an agreement happening here.
Oh.
But the old ways of just playing around Roche and farming up your next items, that's the way they're going about it right now. And Liquid not feeling confident enough to try and like smoke into this Roche or something, but they're also not being that pressured by GG. They're getting around, they're getting some of their own farm right now. So, unfortunately for them, the Blink was finished up for Quinn after that last fight, and now he has a Basher as well. So this Pango is just online. He's got himself a Cloak of Flames there too. And well, I was talking about a Scythe from the Ogre. It is done here from Nisha, and he's going to be looking for the Halberd. That's another pretty cool choice here from Zai.
Ooh, I like
Mid
that a
lane,
lot.
though.
Finds him. Jump from Nisha. That's the Hex reveal. And bringing down Quinn. He's gone. Right at the start of the fight as Ace. I mean, he doomed the Oracle. They thought this one was going to go better. But if you don't have Quinn, the rest of it feels pretty bad. Ace chase down, but they have the focus fire into Mickey. Does he have enough to stay alive through this? No. Dyrachyo finds that kill. Can they go for more? Nisha is going to get saved by Insania when the Doom wore out through the whole duration of this, but they have the Hex, and now the disarm. Oh, Dyrachyo chases, doesn't get the latch there on to the Shackle. Boxy still surviving through this. So much magic damage all being mitigated. The Oracle, even though he was doomed, comes back from afterwards and makes this fight look great for them. Disarming Dyrachyo. Hex now turned upon him yet again. They have so much damage out from this Wind Ranger, but it's not quite enough. And in the end, Insania owned that fight, even though he got doomed.
Well, it's just like we talked about the Roche. It's just about that blow up at the start. The Scythe, a huge pickup here from the side of Liquid. Not expected there from Quinn. He just got tech eased into Scythe and having himself a bad time after that. Very well done there from the side of Liquid. And yeah, the Doom onto Insania. Sure, it stopped the saves, but because they miss it on the Pango, they don't have all those control elements to assist that Dyrachyo can actually pump out all that full damage. And having to go for a slightly defensive item in the Manta means the damage maybe isn't as high as you'd hope for in Wind Ranger right now. Even though, again, Manta is very good for Universal Heroes, it's still not raw damage. That's where you get the real good numbers. And now, because of that fight win, much like how they got Basher and Blink on Pango, I feel like this is the two biggest things. He just got eliminated, didn't even get to play in the fight. And now we got big items coming out for Liquid, as well as the Shard now picked up here for Boxy.
Did Boxy get it? Oh, okay. For some reason, do I have Boxy muted? I might. I didn't see it pop up for mine, but regardless.
Honestly. As famously toxic.
Right,
Boxy, of course. Yeah.
He gets it from T-Gov. Okay.
Woof. Big Midas. Big Midas there.
That was nice. Well, now 34 minutes. Celery picks up that bounty rune right in front of Zai.
That is so scary when you see the storm zip and you're just invis bounty. You're like, oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just farming the camp.
Save coming from Insania. Fate's Edict, but they jump the Hex! Immediate reaction! Oh, they owned him! Ace got bodied in that fight. Now they pull back Quinn. He tries to get away with the roll-up, needs to swashbuckle away, but the DOT too strong. They find Tofu, who does manage to get the TP out. Dyrachyo, he might not be so lucky.
Oh,
the nullifier on him, and Liquid, they are back.
If they win this game, that was it. That Scythe just won them the game. That Doom was blinking on 3 people with Warstomp, BKB, Doom, and he got Scythe. He got the precast, I believe, off of the vision of Zai on the high ground. And Nisha was just too quick. If he had a BKB before he jumped in there, I think they win that fight.
Oh man, that was a big one. Huge stuff coming out from Nisha, and we're gonna take a look at the replay.
Oh my god, that is so sick.
It's all the difference in the world. I mean, really, like, look at how grouped up they are right here and just bam! Oh, geez.
Oh, it's the best feeling in Dota. That's a pump. They're pausing like, oh, yeah, nice hack storm, Spirit. Enjoy your VAC ban.
That's an Overwatch case if I ever saw one. Now, he was super ready for it, though. Man, and now into the BKB next for Storm. They're going to be in a really strong position here.
Everything's coming up their way, and only to make it stronger, they'll grab themselves the Tormentor of Gaimin Gladiators. This one going to Insania. Definitely not Jerax. Don't be tricked by the name. Like I almost am every time I go to read it. The Reign of Destiny.
Dude, it's so strong. It's like, I feel like Oracle got just these crazy buffs, right? Because both Reign of Destiny and the change to Fate's Edict used to be like Aghanim's upgrade, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they were.
And like, it's like 8,400 gold just given to him.
Your hero was really bad when. Yeah. Obviously, it is a reduced version, but still.
Right. Still nuts. The Fate's Edict one isn't, though. That was, I think...
No, that was...
Yes.
Yeah. You are right.
Yikes.
Well, smoke on smoke action here. All right, early BKB I'm predicting here from Ace this time.
Looking, jumping, not finding. I mean,
that Ignite stops their own jump.
Do you think this is like a safe lead for Liquid right now, this 4K gold lead, or could it swap back the other way very quickly?
Oh no, it can easily swap back for sure. Like Ace just hits a Doom, you know. It's
right.
He's good spell, and now we got the Phoenix with the Scythe, much like friend of the show Kaori, obviously owning quite a bit lately on that as well.
Down bottom, Mickey was pushing out the wave, and now is just going to head through the Twin Gate to rejoin with the rest of his team. They still have their bottom tier 1 tower alive, which is pretty valuable there for Liquid, as they're still just sort of hunting around this area where they know Roche is going to respawn. It's a minute until it actually does. Jump in from Nisha, finds him right at the start on Dyrachyo, does not get a chance to get anything off. Can they find any more? Quinn rolling, try and buy some more space. Now, this was a lot used by Liquid. The Doom comes down onto Mickey, and they decide to turn. After they use all of their abilities, the Reign of Destiny, though, keeping him alive on Mickey. Turns now for Celery, looks for the Doom, able to connect onto it, they get the disarm onto the Wind Ranger before he gets the BKB off. Still damage coming out onto Mickey. He's surviving through all of it. Supernova down in the midst of everything. They turn to try and take it down in time, and they will. Dead on 3, no buybacks. Quinn doesn't have an answer.
Living? Oh!
As they are living through it all. Ace, the last one to fall. And yeah, it's pretty hard to bring down a hero when Oracle's there.
Oh, baby, when it rains, it pours. They got themselves 5-0. That was a GG Duraccio buyback as well. Put him in the grave for a solid like 90-some seconds. And the multi-scythe emerges for his eye.
It's too good. God damn. I mean,
this game, man.
That was a 10K gold swing.
I mean, when you're carry diebacks, it's, you know, generally not going to go too well for you there.
Wow.
Whew.
Quit pulling it together with the Koger.
I love the idea of someone who, like, stopped watching this game right after the lanes. I'm like, Liquid's ahead in lanes, Storm Spirit, they're rolling, they're going to win this game. And then they just come back right now, and they're like, yep, I knew it.
I mean, they definitely on Gaimin Gladiators found a couple of moments to pull things back, and it was looking like it could have gone either way. But this Liquid squad is incredibly strong right now, and oh my god, they even have a freaking Revenant's brooch on Storm. What the hell?
They're just going like through the shop looking for the most expensive items.
Right.
That's pretty much what it feels like at the moment. Getting everything you could possibly ask for. An 18K lead. That's a full Quinn right now in terms of net worth that they are up at the moment.
Very impressive stuff. Is Mickey going to throw away a life, though? It looks like the answer is yes. He's like, guys, Oracle, why are you not here, sir? Insania, please save me. So that's a lot of gold going the direction of Gaimin Gladiators.
Well, because Duraccio was dead for 90 seconds, someone had to do it, you know?
Oh my
Typically, that's his job, so.
Oh my god, they're going to go through the portal, and then Boxy's going to be there and blow them up. They see that they're coming through. Oh god, is this going to all fall apart? Roche is coming through first. Okay, that's them.
If only he had the eggs.
Thinking about it. All right, they're testing
They're
the
like
waters.
looking at him like, Quinn's like, no, you go, dude. No, Celery, no, you. Celery's going.
He's thinking about it. They're waiting
Doom's
for them to come
TPing.
through. Oh, interesting. They know that they're all over there. Quinn, he rolls through. Gets right on top of him. Bouncing back and forth. Nisha in on him, but another disarm and stun onto Duraccio. He's not living through it. Tofu, he gets the supernova off Duraccio. Barely survives, but Sania comes in for one last hit. The egg is going to pop. It was a valiant effort, but Roche, it forsaken them, and it went to the bottom side of the map, and GG is going to be called. What a silly and awesome game that was.
That was a glorious game. That was truly amazing. Gaimin Gladiators, great comeback. Showing off the power of this bounty hunter that, even though his laning was pretty abysmal, didn't really have a whole